No, I'm not going to try that. That's a little risky for me. Get a twisted ankle on the other side and that's it.
I thought it was going over a little further, but I jumped out right where it's
Maybe
kinda
if you jump from here.
I think if I had more motion, it would
Yeah.
carry me further.
You want me to push you?
No.
Oh. Once is enough.
I wanted to see if I could still do it, and the answer was no.
So relaxing out here. And so green. Yesterday I got a comment from a van dweller kind of person asking me if I knew any places for boondocking or camping around Albuquerque. Well, I don't know any places because I don't look for places around any of the cities. The closer you are to the cities, the worse things get and potentially dangerous. So I will avoid those places. This is what I like. Out here in the wilderness, in the mountains, away from people. And I do like people. It's not that I don't like people, but to me, coming out here and relaxing in the forest and in the mountains is the only way to go. So this is what I enjoy. I don't go camping near cities or any of those places, or boondocking or stopping overnight. Now, if I'm traveling from one state to the next, I do sometimes stay for one night only, and I stay near a truck stop or something like that, and I do ask permission to stay there. I don't like to just stay in a place. So I'll go in and talk to the office and tell them, hey, listen, I need to sleep here for a few hours and keep on going on my trip. And I've never been told not to do that, but I prefer to ask because you are taking spots that other 18-wheelers could be taking. And then I'm very careful where I park, because if you're sleeping there at night, you can have an 18-wheeler that doesn't see you, and they're also falling asleep. So I'll find a spot that's out of the way and park, and then be there. And I've stayed in other, up in Colorado. I was driving for a long time and I was tired, so I stayed in the parking of one of the national parks for the night. I don't do, I stay in the van. I don't do anything that shows that I'm camping there. So I take care of everything inside the van. And that way I'm just a car that's parked there. I may be sleeping inside, but that's I don't do anything that I don't cook outside or anything. I normally don't cook anymore. I prefer to make life simple, and the more simple the better. So then I stayed in that campsite. I stayed in that parking lot. And then since I wake up at 5:30 anyway, 5:30 to 6, That day I woke up at 5:30 and I made coffee inside the van and I took off before people start coming into the parking lot. That I've done, but for the most part, I prefer out here. And if I do boondock, I'll find an area and stay out here. And I carry a bucket for my restroom necessities, and do it that way. And I have my solar generator. I have everything I need. So then I just do the boondock. I don't do a fire when I don't do open flame anywhere when I'm boondocking. It is dangerous out here in the Southwest to do that. A spark or a shift in the wind, and then you're responsible for a forest fire, and so I don't do that myself. In hikes like this, it is best to come with a friend. If you have a dog, you can also do it. But if you're solo out here, in this area right here, there's a lot of cougars, so you have to be careful. There are also bears in this area. I've run into a bear before on another trail here at Jemez. I haven't run across any coyotes out here. I've run into coyotes in other places in New Mexico and Colorado. I've been surrounded by coyotes. But this is the mountain that I spend the most time in, and I've never been bothered by the coyotes. Folks, I do talk that this is something that anybody can do and enjoy it, but it's also true that if you haven't done this kind of hikes before, just start on the small trails and trails where there's a lot of people, because there's safety in numbers. I don't recommend this if you're not experienced hiker and you don't know what could happen out here. I don't recommend this for somebody who has never gone out in the wilderness. It's more for some, I think you can start for those of you that are not going and appreciating the outdoors. You have to start slow. Everything in life starts slow, and as you become more confident of what you're doing, then things become easier. But taking on a big trail by yourself, that's not wise if you're not experienced. I've been doing this all of my life, and I know what to expect. But again, my main trust is to trust that God is going to take care of me. And that's what I believe. so I'm not so much afraid. There's a dirt road that goes up there. I've done that with a Jeep. It's really nice. It's very narrow. And then you have the canyon drop down here, and it gets higher and higher. But it's a nice road if you have a four-wheel drive and you're careful, because you are going on the edge of the cliff. That's something else that if you've never done that, don't try those big curves. A lot of people drop off, or if the trail gives out, and it can, then there you go, down into the canyon. So again, that's something that you have to learn. It's scary. I do like scary things. I feel like those are adventures. It's the adrenaline that I like, and not as much anymore as I'm older. I used to do more crazy things when I was younger, and then as we grow older, we start seeing the reality of the danger where we're at. We don't pay attention to danger when we're young, and I was one of those.